ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, October 20th. My name is Robbie Coates. You're watching the program. We have a special guest in the studio today. But as always, we have the Victrix and
How do we
Twigs.
do? How do we do?
What's up, fellas?
And how are you, gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest, Mr. Anonymous, from West Hollywood, California, but he's not in West Hollywood right now. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say where he's at, but it's where he's normally at. Mr. Anonymous.
Gentlemen, thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure. So
It's good to have you here.
Can I just ask you real quick, Mr. Anonymous? We spoke about something that what can we know about you? Can we know anything about you?
Well, I prefer to remain totally covert and anonymous, but I do have I think it's clear we have a relationship that spans some of us decades on this thread here. And we're 14 days out from the election.
Yeah. Well, I just meant as far as what you're involved in, especially currently. I mean, in regards to what we were talking about recently, what happened with one of your, we'll say, clients, and where you're working at, and something that happened involving COVID-19 and a mask. Can we talk about that at all? I thought I was astonished.
Well, let me say, I'll keep it general, but just say that the Screen Actors Guild is supposed to protect their clients, and they're not doing that. They're making it impossible to work. And what I can't figure out is they're only approving certain studios, recording studios, that are SAG COVID cleared. And no one can get cleared, from what I understand. They've only cleared 11 recording studios in the entire country, which is like only 3 states of those 11. So it's crazy. It's bizarre. A lot of good creatives, actors, musicians are losing their health insurance from SAG because they can't work right now, obviously. And SAG does traditionally have great insurance. So there's something going on. I'm digging into it. And once I fully figure it out, you'll be the first to know.
Fantastic.
Twigs.
Do you know what it takes to get cleared?
No, I know that the rules that they send over I was talking to an engineer from a studio this weekend who was trying to get cleared, are nearly impossible. That's what I do know. And you can really only do your best to
it takes
try
money.
and even. Oh, and it's insanely expensive. That's why, that is why most of the restaurants, I think, will end up closing, not because people aren't coming in, but they can't afford the PPE that's needed to open. Like, who with a closed restaurant can afford to just install plexiglass through every table? And, that's why they're closing.
This kind of creates the classes, the class warfare that they always talk about. There aren't any classes in America classically, but they want it and they create it. And they talk about, this kind of stuff. People are losing their livelihoods over this, and only the people who can afford to play survive.
Yep.
Mostly in democratic states, democratic.
Yeah, of course.
States and cities, buddy, without a doubt.
Like that one behind you. What is that one? Is that recent? Is that that's Wisconsin, right?
That's Kenosha.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's no big deal. That's just it's a small protest.
Is that still going on?
If you look at that with that flame, where is that one right there?
That one
Looks peaceful.
Oh, well, that's
mostly
only a
peaceful.
20-foot high flame. I guess the regulations are you can't go above 20 feet with your flames on your, in your protest group. So that actually passes as regulation. It's not above 20 feet.
That's funny.
How do they measure that? Do they have somebody out there to measure those?
It's 20 feet.
Kyle
They're
got off,
maxed
though,
out.
didn't he?
Say what now?
Didn't Kyle get off?
He will.
I thought he did already.
He has that. Who's the lawyer? What's the lawyer's name? Basically, he's going to win. I mean, he's being represented by somebody who doesn't represent you unless you're going to win.
Yes.
What's his name?
Probably
gonna be-
Mark
and we-
Garagos.
What was that, Mr. Anonymous?
Perhaps Mark Garagos or somebody. Yeah,
It might-
one of those guys.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, but I honestly can't remember. I can't remember. He represented somebody else recently that also, did he represent the kid who?
Well, they're all going to have a rude awakening because, look, no matter what side you're on, the way they've charged these guys in Minnesota, they've overcharged them. So they're all going to get off.
Yep.
All of them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why this guy is representing him, because there's clear video evidence that who are we talking about? We're talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, right? Is it?
Rittenhouse, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Rittenhouse. Yes. So there's video of him being attacked, and there's all kinds of propaganda about why he was there. It is totally. So that's why he's going to be he's going to get off scot-free as far as.
I thought he already was. So
I don't think he. Well, actually, I can't speak to that. I don't know. Does somebody else know? Somebody knows. Somebody has to know.
I could be wrong, but
Victrix, do you know? Has that happened?
What is that?
Okay,
it probably didn't. But I thought I heard some wrong.
Well, I mean, we know that it's going to happen. We know that it's going to happen.
It might even happen for the whole Floyd thing. As horrible as that sounds. Did you guys hear about that? I mean, I don't want to go. Actually, I shouldn't even go.
No, why not? Why not? It's all relevant. I mean, you know what? I honestly, I have some things to say.
Floyd is where all this started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I hate going back to all that. So.
Well, what about it?
I don't want to drag you guys into that. So I'm sorry.
You can't leave us hanging like that. I mean, what about it? What context?
Well, I don't want to seem like a racist, but that's probably what I'm going to get labeled.
Well,
as
hey,
anyways.
are you white? You're racist, dude.
Yeah.
Get with it, man.
Yeah.
Deal with it. You are a racist.
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously, what happened to him was horrible. I mean, there's no, it sucks that he died. There's no doubt about it.
If he's even
I mean,
real,
if
he's even a real guy.
Yeah, but my point is, like, well, I want to make it a point.
I gotta get my Tucker face in.
I just want to point something out, which everybody has been exposed to, at least on this call. He was talking about not being able to breathe before he was even on the ground.
In the
car,
I
mean, and you guys all know this. This is nothing new. This isn't something special, like. So I don't know. I got a feeling that. I got a feeling that they're going to end up calling. I mean, I'm sure people will get in trouble, but I got a feeling they're going to end up saying, you know what? Yeah, he actually died not because someone kneeled on him, but
they're not going to care.
Nobody's drugs in the system. Yeah, but they're not going to get. They're not.
Oh, he had a huge rock in his mouth.
Yeah,
nobody on earth is going to care. I mean,
they're not going to cover it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Nobody in the news is going to care. We're still racist. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that everyone was acquitted and everyone.
Well, that's why I didn't want to go there. You're right, because nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to cover it. You're right.
Well, I mean, it's important to mention that nobody would care. That's part of that's part of the whole thing going on. It's part of what we're trying to solve. People actually don't care about facts. It's like old Uncle Joe, creepy Uncle Joe says, truth over facts. We care about truth over facts, and it's, your own truth. Speak your truth, which means what? I don't know what it means.
I'm just glad I don't have any hair, because that way I know this creepy Joe ain't going to sniff none of mine.
Well, I suppose I'm at risk.
You do have a little bit of hair.
I've got more hair than you could possibly imagine. Anyone who's seeing it this way, and in the program here, I'm going to donate it to a kid with
I don't
cancer.
know. Vic's got a good head of hair. I don't know.
There's no gel or anything in this. This is right now. This is the end of the day after shower. It just naturally goes back to it's trained.
I'm afraid to say how much hair I have. It's all very, very tied up tight back here.
You got to have the right hairstylist.
I don't let anybody
around this area when I first moved here, because I didn't remember twigs when I came into town for the band. I didn't have hair. So when I came into town, first off, somebody, our buddy CJ has killer hair. I said, you know what? I want that hair. I know I had good hair or something. I says, I want to grow it in. I couldn't find a good hairstylist. I was going to all these places. I was
It
so
can be a
disappointed.
search.
I got a lady down on Dearborn Street. They've been in the same building for 30 some years. These chicks know how to make the cuts. She's got this head of hair so trained. Oh,
Will they do your face too if you want them to?
negative.
Okay.
So you thought you want to go to a barbershop? See, the thing is,
no.
Well, I don't have hair,
that's
so I
for
don't. I'm
shorter
just
cuts.
trying to find someone.
oh, you want to
I'm
go
sure
somewhere?
there's
You
good
want a
barbers,
nice
but
barber
I haven't-
shave?
No way.
No, have
What's
you've
that
never
about?
had a barber shave?
Who, me?
Anybody? Has any of you ever?
Oh, yeah.
I'm on
absolutely.
my neck. They do the neck with the.
No, I'm
razor.
talking like shave your face with hot foam and a razor.
Yeah,
put a towel
yeah.
on-
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So it's,
Yeah.
it's a nice experience. It's
I
nice.
love it. I love it. That's the only experience I can get. I can't go get a haircut. I mean, you guys understand that, right? Like, I can't go get a
is that
haircut.
maybe I could donate my hair to you, Twigs. I was going to donate it to a kid with cancer, like someone leukemia kid undergoing. Slips my mind right
He's
now.
gonna donate his hair to
I would hate to take away from some leukemia kids.
Yeah, but you're my buddy, man.
Dreams,
you
but
need,
I
you need
would.
some hair. I got
but-
lots of hair to give.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not going to donate
Hand it over. Hand it over, man.
I don't know if anyone knows in the audience who I should do this through. I'd recommend. I would appreciate something in the comments because I've heard that Locks of Love is not who to do it through because they actually charge the little kids and their families for the wigs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I know that there are other reputable, actual charitable organizations out there making wigs for little kids who have lost their hair and are going through life like that and are sad and scared. And I've always wanted to do that. That's why I've been growing my hair, to donate it to some little kid who doesn't have any hair. So if anyone knows exactly who the best place is to do that through, I'm not going to cut it off until I find out. So,
well, if they want to, they should subscribe to what's the link to the channels here?
you caught me off guard here. It's we don't have a short URL for the YouTube channel, but if it's still in existence, if Facebook hasn't banned it already, the Facebook page is at WERVnet. The Twitter handle is at The Real Program, and you can get me on Parler at Robbie Coates, ROBBYCOATES.
That's where and Parler is where all the
yeah, that's where it's all at.
Robbie, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I've moved to completely. That's where basically I don't know what it is. Anyone else maintaining any other stuff? Listen,
I'm
you
horrible
guys have
at it.
you guys have handles, Parlor handles. Do you have anything
but
you want to get out there?
I don't. I'm not good at it.
Not on there. You don't want to advertise. You don't want to.
No, it's not that I don't want to advertise. I'm just not. I just don't. I would hate to steer somebody over to a page that isn't as productive as.
Gotcha.
yours.
Well, I'm on there all the time. I'm blowing it up.
You're really
I'm blowing it up.
Your
Ivanka Trump
content's way better
follows
than
me.
mine is. Yeah, your content's way better than mine is. So
Yeah,
I'm not
Ivanka
even
Trump
gonna try.
followed me. If she's watching,
Nice.
Ivanka.
Oh,
love you.
hello, Ivanka. Hi.
So,
Hey,
listen,
look,
I have some
I
things
like
I'd
you.
to, yes, we all do. We all voted for your dad. Wonderful guy.
Well, she's a potential 2020. Let's get serious here. She's
Not
potential
2024.
2024.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
But perhaps after. But no, I don't think she's going to do it.
I think I'd like to be involved in whatever she's doing.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
So,
Jared. Well, I shouldn't even go there. We're close to it.
I bet you she's just
Wait
like
till after
her
the
dad.
election.
She's probably a pretty entertaining woman.
oh,
you know?
she is
You know what?
one of the
I
most
mean,
eloquent speakers. One of the most. She's fantastic at what she does. She is a great orator. One of the most eloquent orators, obviously better than me, that I've ever seen on television. The sound of her voice is engaging. It's, to say the least. I'll say captivating.
And she's even got the long neck, like some of those ancient Egyptians. But she's pale,
she's a gorgeous woman.
It's interesting. She's got interesting features.
Happily married.
Yeah, which are beautiful. Well, we don't know about how happy it is, but
Since she might be watching, we don't want to speculate too much.
I didn't say she wasn't happy. I'm just saying we don't know.
We don't know. But whatever her situation is, Ivanka, we hope you're just doing well.
Long story short,
Yeah. Mhm.
Ivanka, Robbie's available.
Extremely. Yep. Yep. Put it on the back burner. Put it on the back burner.
Yeah. We'll spark that up next conversation.
Listen,
but
we
what
are
I
getting.
did. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll continue. I don't want to cut you off, but
No, I was just gonna say
we're
that
gonna change.
I heard through the grapevine that actually our president and his wife, our beautiful First Lady Melania Trump, I heard they actually have a vibrant relationship. I don't
say that
know
again. You got cut off a little
true.
bit there. We had a little bit of jumble. They have what now?
Yep, I heard they had a vibrant relationship.
Vibrant, yes.
I don't know that to be true. Perhaps Mr. Anonymous could speak more to that because I think he's closer to some of these people than we are. But that's just something I heard through the grapevine.
I think it's true. It's obviously true to me. I mean, you don't have to wonder about what Trump is thinking. Ladies and gentlemen, you know why you should vote for Trump? You obviously don't have to wonder about what he's thinking. What's Joe Biden thinking? Does Joe Biden think? I wonder. Does Joe Biden wonder?
Biden's sleeping.
What does Joe Biden wonder?
He's asleep at his house. They got the news cameras on his house right now, and it's blacked out. I wouldn't be surprised if this whole neighborhood's blacked out right now. Biden is asleep.
Well, actually,
Trump's
probably
out
every house
flying
around
around
is lit up
doing work.
except his.
Listen, Biden came out of his bunker for a couple days, yelled at everybody. Did you see Kamala Harris today screaming at everybody? I don't know if I can handle that shit. We already had that with Obama, telling everybody about the
Kamala was screaming at somebody again?
Oh, today. Oh, when you see it, you are not going to like it.
You see, Ivanka doesn't scream. Ivanka, I don't know what would that sound like? What would it even sound like?
Kamala turned it up about 400 degrees today. She's going, this vote is for health care. This vote is for, reparations. This vote is for social. She's screaming it. And I'll tell you,
Ivanka would never scream.
That. People don't
it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly.
I'm sorry. People don't like that.
If Plugs and Big Head make it in, it's going to be trouble.
It's going to be rigged. That's just like we've all been saying.
Well,
their ideas are
nobody likes being talked down to.
Catastrophic ideas they have,
and
catastrophic.
But also the mistake Twigs just said that they always make is that they're always talking down to people. Why do they think that gets votes? I don't understand why they think people vote. Well, but they believe their own propaganda. Votes. Also, believe their own propaganda. Victrix.
World Series update. Kiermaier for the Rays just went deep off of Kershaw. Bellinger went deep earlier for the Dodgers. It is 2-1 Dodgers. Tampa Bay is up to bat. We got Zunino up and 0 for 1.
It is sports.
Back to you, Rob.
Victrix. Thank you, Victrix.
The World Series, game 1.
Wait a minute.
We got a World Series this year. We ended up with a World Series, and we got footballs going, everything. So, we're hanging in there. Everything's the wheels are turning. People are saying Trump's doing a bad job, but I'm looking at a World Series right now.
How are they going to do that? How do you play? I was watching a fight the other night, MMA fight. And I don't understand how that was legal. Where was that? How do you social distance in a fight?
Oh, you don't.
They didn't.
You don't.
No, they were not social distancing, and they weren't wearing masks. And it looked very messy to me.
Oh, it's messy. It's all messy. The NFL, these guys are all over each other. They're all over each other. And it's impossible. You're hitting people. You're helmet to helmet. I mean,
yeah. But aren't they wearing? They're at least wearing visors, right? I don't know.
Visors. Have you ever
sports.
been hit by a man at a 40 speed? Like, forget it.
I have not.
No.
I can't imagine hit by anybody at half that speed.
No, but I do know a guy who could hit me at that speed. And I'm glad he's my friend. I'm glad he's a friend of mine.
Does it start with an H?
It does.
Yeah.
Yep. Starts with an H. Starts with an H and ends with a doobie. H doobie.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gonna have him on the show. We're gonna have him on the show.
Yeah, he's actually he's He's coming into this show probably another couple episodes, and he'll be showing up.
Yeah,
I hope so.
We're going to unpackage
I think it'd
Mr.
be,
H.
well,
We are
yeah,
going to unpackage.
There's a lot to
Mr.
unpack.
H.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Hubert has a lot to say. Hubert has he has been extremely vocal on Facebook. He's experienced the Facebook
Has he?
scale.
I'm not engaged with him, so he
voted for Obama twice.
Well,
and
yeah,
he's
not
been going to bat for Trump.
Yeah, he's gonna
really
since the election, and he's fighting people online.
Really?
Oh yeah, big time.
Wow.
Hubert's a big time patriot.
Man, that must be thanks to you guys then.
Well, Hubert's a smart fellow. Hubert woke up.
You know something?
He's stupid.
Something? He's a smart fellow, just like Rob said. And, he's had a lot of talks with several of us over the years. We've all had great conversations, no violence like the Democrats this summer. And he, and all the wait, where's it at? Wait.
Where's what? The fire?
But I can't figure out.
Well, I'll tell you right.
The 20-foot flame this summer.
Yeah, I'll tell you
this
right.
Behind me, folks. Look behind me.
Look behind me.
That's all.
Wait,
is that
me.
what you want? It's coming full speed. The cops aren't going to be able to work anytime anything happens. Basically, right now, you're not seeing any BLM action. They've got the troops standing down.
You're
the
gonna to rewind on
money pit is drained. It's in Biden's account. All the BLM money's in Biden's account. They're making record numbers of commercials, not just record numbers. And Anonymous will back me up here. Not just a lot of the same commercial. We're talking dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of new different commercials. And that, my friend, costs a lot of dough. Did Biden purchase a Hollywood film studio? Holy smokes.
Now, what are you talking about exactly? I haven't seen these commercials.
The most
what do you mean a Hollywood
commercials. Look, sometimes
China
you'll see the
did.
same
Is Mr.
commercial.
Anonymous, listen, can I hear from Mr. Anonymous about something?
We need Mr.
Bring him
Anonymous
in.
Gentlemen, I'm about to jump because I got to go back to work on these
and we
overnight works. But
sorry,
you're absolutely right. I've seen more Biden ads on Fox News airwaves by anyone. I mean, look, you got all the BLM money, you got all the George Floyd money, and Trump said it best at his rally just an hour ago. Trump refused. This is his words. Trump said, "Look, I could raise $300 million. I'm going to call the top 100 presidents of the biggest companies in the world, but guess why I'm not? Because then I owe them."
I heard that too. I was watching.
And now Biden owes all these people. You think he's not going to go full BLM? These BLM people, they'll threaten to kill him if he doesn't hold up their agenda. He's got BLM
Kamala,
money. He's got blood money.
They're selling their souls for this one.
He's got blood money, and he's using it. And he can't be president. And I hate to jump, but I'll leave it with that. I mean, it's blood money. He's buying all these ads. I don't think it's going to help. It's lights out in Wilmington, Delaware at 9:45 p.m. And like Mr. Victor said, I think Trump's on 3 states today?
Just minimum.
He gets around.
Minimum.
Jeez. Trump is unstoppable. He's a machine. He's
the most energetic man of the century.
By far.
It's
at
unreal.
His age group.
It's unreal. Mr. Anonymous, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Hey, stay safe out there.
Thank you.
Yeah, and keep us
Peace
up to date
out,
on
Mr.
anything
Anonymous.
juicy that goes down in your world.
10-4.
All right. Thank you for joining us, guys. What is next on the docket? I have
Hunter Biden on the docket. That's what I have.
Well,
I mean, come on.
Well, let's refresh too that Trump.
What else is there to talk about?
Real quick before we dive into that, let's reiterate that Trump got COVID, beat it in 2 days, went to the hospital just because he was advised to set up offices and operational systems at the hospital, put people in place. There's probably people still working at the hospital today, seriously. And now he's back. He's better. He's refreshed. He feels amazing.
Says he feels better than he's felt in 20 years or something like that.
He did look regenerized.
He did.
Toe to toe with COVID and beat
I don't even
the
know if that's a
hell out of
word,
it.
but it sounded good.
Oh, he beat the hell out of COVID. He beat it.
Yeah.
So that's
absolutely.
where we're at. We're back. He's campaigning. Joe's come out of the bunker for a couple days. Now he's back in.
Did you hear? Did you hear him talking about at that one rally where he was like, "Oh yeah, my son." He's talking about bearing. He's like, "Yeah, my son caught it." Like he didn't even know he had it. Like I mean, he knew he had it, but he was making a joke about it. He's like, "Oh
yeah."
He's like, "I can't believe it. My son got it. You know, Barron had it." He's like, "Well, what was it like?" He's like, I think I don't know. It's gone.
Well, so what was this I heard today? There was a phone call, recording of him on a phone call or something, saying that people are sick of hearing about masks, sick of it. And Fauci's, he's a nice guy, but if he were in charge, 500,000 more people would have died or something like that. Or I don't know what he said. But anyway, he said people are sick of hearing about masks. Did anyone else hear that?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I don't know the exact quote either, but
what was that on? Yeah, I think you and I are watching the same thing at the same time of day sometimes.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. Is it Glenn? Was that on Glenn Beck? Was that on?
It might have been. Probably not. I mean, I don't watch a ton of Glenn Beck.
Well, I have him on in the background. Honestly, Glenn Beck is only just now saying things that I was saying in February. So
I was gonna say, I think Glenn. I mean, I like him. I'm not.
I like him too. That's all.
Big on Glenn.
I like him, but I don't think he's ahead of the curve. I think he's
definitely not ahead of this curve.
He's never been ahead of your curve. But I don't think he's.
He's kind of a doom and gloom guy.
I think he does great commentary. I think he does a great job of explaining things, but I don't think he's really uncovering anything.
No, he's not.
Sense. Like,
he was a pioneer in the beginning. I
think he's behind. I think he's behind the curve.
I think he's stuck on his own interests. Is what it is. He's stuck in his own.
But that doesn't mean I don't like him. That doesn't mean I don't agree with the things that he says.
Oh, sure. He's just kind of not getting.
I just don't think he's the. I just don't think he's a pioneer. That's all.
Well, he's not Rush Limbaugh or Mark Levin. That's without a doubt.
Or Alex Jones, and I know nobody wants me to say that on air, but
hey, Twigs, can I talk to you about something technical here?
Sure.
Are you on cardioid or are you on surround?
It's definitely cardioid, but why is it getting? Am I getting bad?
A little
am I getting nasty?
Just a little. Just wondering. I don't know what it sounds like in the booth, but
can you guys? Yeah, sorry.
No, it doesn't matter. Let's continue. So I was nitpicking.
No, I don't want it to sound bad. I'm sorry.
Nah, it sounds fine. It just sounds. It just might be my headphones. Who knows? Like I said, can we get confirmation in the booth? Victrix, I don't know who's in the booth.
Oh, yeah.
Truth be told, I don't know who's in the booth.
I will speak not as loud. How about that?
So what I'm looking at here is, did you guys know, I wanted to talk about Joe Biden's attendance. So, let me drop a bombshell. Are you guys sitting down? You're both sitting down. We do the show sitting down, just in case something like this happens. Guys, I know somebody. Well, see, through the grapevine, family, acquaintances, and whatnot. Know somebody who is married to a Democrat. No conservative, married to a Democrat. All right. And they got ballots in the mail. And the Democrat, we already know what I'm going to say. And you know what? It's already something that I questioned. It's already something that I brought up on the show in the past. I said, well, what if somebody gets everybody's ballot in the family? What if it's a family and somebody gets all the ballots and fills them all out the way they want and sends them back? Ladies and gentlemen, I have firsthand, we know these people. We know them. So I won't mention names. But she is kind of a C word. and because she did.
And by C word, you mean cool, right? Like,
I mean cold. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Way colder than cool.
Same amount of letters. Yeah, I got it.
Like a see you next Tuesday. Type situation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah.
She can't understand normal thought. Apparently,
that's a shame.
Is another acronym.
Yeah.
Now you're getting somewhere.
So listen, she filled out the ballot, sent it back, and what can he do? Prosecute his wife, turn in his wife for voter fraud? Come on, they have 2 kids. What can he do? She threatens him. So as I understand it, he's kind of pussy whipped to the max already, and she threatens him with divorce all the time and stuff like that. Dang. So you do think, anyway. So they're in that situation, and you know what? I'm telling you, man. That's not the only time that's happened in the United States of America in the past week. It's not. It isn't.
Things are happening. Yes, things are happening.
That's just one example.
There's been quite a few examples.
So,
well, this is where, you guys both bring a great point. Like, and this is where I think that, again, it's supposed to be like, you're not supposed to say, it's supposed to be taboo to mention Alex Jones, but I don't care. I'm going to do it now because
people are bringing him up more and more
because he's been right about a lot of stuff. And let's not beat around the bush. We all follow him. Like, it doesn't mean that we agree with everything that he says, but we at least
had his best run of all time was Hillary Trump.
But we listen to what he has to say. That doesn't mean that we agree. It's the same thing with our party. It's the same thing with our beliefs. Like, we don't agree with everything that everybody says, right?
But the world has gone nuts, and Alex Jones seems like one of the sanest people around.
He's pretty close to being accurate on a lot of things that he said. And one of the things that I really value, that actually I think it was one of his callers that brought up, and I think I sent it to you guys. I don't know if you guys had a chance to take a listen to it. It was only a couple minutes long, but
I think I might be looking at it right now, and something I want to.
But it was one of the callers called in and said, "Hey, you know what? You remember what Trump did with the statues? He's like, look, you know what? You start defacing federal property, you're going to prison for 10 years. So." Boom, the shit kind of stopped for a little while.
Oh yeah.
And then one of these callers called in to AJ's show and was like, hey, why doesn't Trump just say, you know what? You get busted in voter fraud, no matter how big or small, you're going to prison for 5 fucking years. Done. No questions asked. Like, you get busted, big scale, small scale, done. I'm like, damn, that's a brilliant, like, that's actually pretty smart. I think he probably should do that. Like, I mean, what do you guys think?
Did he say that? He said that?
Alex Jones didn't say that. A caller called in and said that.
Oh, how long ago was this? I think I might have heard this.
This was last week.
Last week, maybe. Yeah. Time flies.
And I was like, damn. I was like,
of info.
Yeah. I was like, damn. And then they took it a step further, and he was like, all right. So then he's like, so why doesn't he say that? And then he's like, why doesn't he start baiting Twitter? Why doesn't he start pumping out information about Biden, about this collusion stuff, and make sure that it's true, make sure that it's accurate and verifiable, but put it out there on Twitter and bait Jack, so that he starts banning him. And then as soon as he starts banning him, as soon as he cancels his account, declare that there's an attack on the system. Declare that there's an attack on America because they're controlled by the Chinese. I was like, damn, like that's pretty brilliant.
Isn't that what happened? Are you talking about Alex Jones on Twitter? He's not on Twitter because are you talking about him opening up a Twitter account and doing all that?
No, I'm not. No, that's not.
I must have lost.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. We can move on. Sorry, I might be rambling, but
it's not you. It was me. Listen, I want to talk to you about this thing that I did not have a chance to watch, but you tweeted it out, and I don't know if this is subject matter for the program or not, but what is this Kobe Bryant thing that you were talking about here with the?
Oh, the boule, yeah. It's interesting
What is
stuff.
it?
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. I'm looking at a YouTube video. If I can read the title out, it's Kobe Bryant Luciferian Project.
Yeah, I mean, and this is conspiracy stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
No,
but,
this is conspiracy. This is the conspiracy segment on the program. So let's get in. Yeah.
But it does. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend to be an expert on the whole situation, but
look, things are getting creepy. I'm willing to entertain a lot of things right now.
But if you look up Bishop Larry Gaiters, I believe Gaiters, he's done quite a few different podcasts and has gone into a lot of detail about some of this stuff. And it's very interesting. I can't verify any of this stuff, man. But it's very interesting to listen to.
Also, how long is the video?
There's a lot of dots that get connected.
Yeah.
So. I mean,
what is this? What is this? Germany drafting law to give people the legal right to work from home. What the hell does that mean?
The employer is going to pay the price. I mean, at some point.
Really?
Well, of course. Well, I mean, at some point, it's going to have an effect. I mean, all these companies are shut down like this.
Wales to impose nationwide full lockdown of 2 weeks starting 6 p.m. Friday. Sorry for not talking into the mic. People must stay at home. Non-essential retail to close. All hospitality closed. Hospitality, that's all what Florida is. It's a hospitality state. Imagine they did that here. Schools closed for a year, not and above. What?
Hospitality or service. I mean, they're literally
the same thing, yeah.
You want to know?
This is go ahead, Twigs. Go ahead.
Listen,
no.
Do you want to know?
I was just agreeing with you.
Do you want to know what is positively insulting? I mean, absolutely insulting to anyone with half a flickering brain cell is this essential worker bullshit. This essential worker, because what the fuck is a worker? What's a job? It's a person. It's a human goddamn being with problems. They wake up every day. They have to wake up in their lives and work with their problems and deal with this shit in their lives and grow old and die. And they're stuck in their bodies their whole fucking lives, and they're a fucking human being. And what they have done is they basically told certain groups of people that they don't matter. That they just don't matter. It doesn't matter if you're not making any money. You're not essential. You're not an essential human being is what they're saying. How does it feel for these people to be told that they aren't essential? They're trying to live. They're trying to eat. They're trying to raise their children. What the fuck is this essential? Who are these people up on these porcelain poles up their asses, up on these porcelain stilts up on their asses? I feel like they're sitting above us, looking down on us on these giant porcelain saber, like these elephant tusks. Giant, and they're stuck right up their asses, and they're riding around on them up there and looking down at us. And
they're called liberal governors and mayors.
Yes. Well, Victrix, take it away for a minute because we're running out of time.
Well, Rob, basically, if you've been tuned in this summer whatsoever, then you'll see that it is mostly Democratic-run cities where we're having these issues. And, places like in Australia, I mean, that sounds like a complete takeover, just period.
Nightmare.
They sound like they've already had their Kamala Harris and Biden get into office there. Because let me tell you, they're like a few months from now, if Kamala and Biden get in, they're going to lock everything down, shut everything down. They're going to not just introduce it. They're going to jumpstart reparations, social justice, healthcare, climate taxes, healthcare taxes, BLM taxes, reparation taxes, wealth taxes, business taxes, healthcare taxes, taxes for having fun. Did you hear and I don't know if it was real or not, but did you hear the Monday night Joe Buck and Aikman? Did you hear that Aikman talking about the plane that flew over? Was that real?
Yeah, no, that was real. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't know that it was real, but I did hear that. I did hear
Yeah,
it.
and Aikman says,
I
"Oh,
have
look
no
at all
idea
that
what you're talking about.
jet fuel they're burning."
Yeah, well, not only that, and I don't know if you caught this, he's like, that wouldn't happen on a Harris Biden ticket. He said Harris first. He said Harris first.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody caught that or not, but
good catch. Very nice snag.
Not only was he, you're right, Vic. And I did hear that. I saw that clip.
Well, so what are you guys talking about anyway? What happened with
Vic, explain it. Where they're doing the flyover and the commentators, and I don't remember which game it was, but
it was just, I think it was Monday Night Football last night, and Troy Aikman said it. He said, "Oh,
it was a hot mic."
He goes, "Look at them. Yeah, they're hot mic." He said, "Man, they're wasting all that gas in those planes just to fly that jet over." The guys on a training mission, the pilots on a training mission. First off, the people in the stands who are celebrating America enjoyed pitching in a little bit of money out of their paychecks to have that plane fly the fuck over.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
And just demonstrate the sheer just godly power of the engines and and that's what it's all about. And you know what? It probably cost more to get Aikman to the game.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah, no
that's
kidding.
a good point.
Troy Aikman. Jesus.
Yeah, those flyovers are something I look forward to for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, and like Vic was saying, he's like, well, that wouldn't happen on a Harris Biden ticket.
Damn right it won't. Those.
Of course it won't.
Of course it wouldn't.
Because they can't stand the soldiers, and they can't stand this country.
And they can't stand America. They can't stand anything.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of things not happening.
Yeah.
And Harris Biden plugs big head.
Well, we're in trouble, guys. Presidency. I mean, we're in trouble. I mean, I'm not.
I don't think we're in trouble. I think everything's going to be okay. I think we'll be fine. But I mean, everything is going to be.
It's not. I mean, it's not peachy.
Well, look, we live in interesting times. For sure. And things are going to get worse before they get better. But I don't think they're going to get lots worse. I don't think we're going to see civil war. I think the Democrats are going to get more violent on.
Well, I think we're in civil war.
Kind of. But to what? To where? Where are the boundaries?
But it's just not hot. I mean, I think we're in a cultural war.
So who? I mean, like, what are the? Who, I mean,
we're in a lot
I shouldn't say boundaries. I should say factions. Civil war. Civil war doesn't actually mean what they usually attribute it to.
It doesn't mean you have to be shooting people to be in a civil war.
That's.
Right?
I suppose it's how you define warfare. I mean, some people are saying that we're in World War III right now. Some people.
Well, I think a lot of intelligence experts or perhaps military folks would argue that a lot of warfare is fought psychologically nowadays.
Yes. See, it's a different kind of warfare.
So it's, I mean, I don't know.
Guys, can I make an announcement?
But
yes, please.
Did I just totally cut Twigs off?
No.
I think I might have cut you off. So now
I think everything's flowing.
First off, the Dodgers are running away with this game here. Also, I haven't seen one BLM. I think Major League Baseball has decided to part ways with, I did see.
Are they finally worried about making money again?
Michael Jordan's starting to dabble. I keep.
In what?
I was in on LeBron, and then he started his shit. His cards kind of fell, his basketball cards. I switched over to Jordan. Now he's got the racist air foundation for racism. I mean, what are you trying to say here? Racism, you dumb son of a bitch. So and now what I just heard tonight, because I have a pretty sick stack of PSA 10 low pop fucking Kobe's. And now what was it you were saying about Kobe now?
Oh, I'm not taking nothing. I'm not taking nothing. I'm not taking away from
I'm not believing nothing. Well, first off, the poor guy, Kobe. What happened to him?
No. Nobody's trying to take away from his talent. Nobody's trying to take away from.
That's definitely strange.
Is that happened. Is that who I brought up? I don't follow any of this.
No. I'm not taking away. I'm not taking anything away.
Hey,
from
Rob.
Talent.
Yo.
What?
Yes.
That helicopter crash. I mean,
what helicopter crash?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, we're talking about Kobe Bryant. What about it? What now?
What do you know about that? I mean, was that just strictly error or what?
Well, this sounds to me like from what I remember, this has been a little while now, but he was flying in inclement conditions, inclement weather, and helicopters do not fly IFR, okay? You don't fly helicopters in the clouds. You just don't do it, okay? Military helicopters might do it. There might be some situations where you fly.
You have to have the right equipment.
Yeah, in a military, but even then, you don't do. Look, helicopters are finicky.
Most don't have it.
There are lots of things that helicopters can't do. Helicopters have a lot of versatility because they can take off and land vertically, but you can't fucking fly in the clouds in a helicopter. And this guy was flying in the mountains in foggy conditions, couldn't see, and flew into a mountain. And from what I understand, just flew into level terrain, like level control. They call it controlled flight into terrain. He basically was suffering a spatial disorientation episode and flew into a mountain. From what I understand, I don't know what kind of equipment as far as terrain avoidance equipment is available on whatever they're flying on. I imagine if it was Kobe Bryant, it was some kind of pretty fucking awesome, expensive helicopter that should have had some terrain avoidance capability. So I don't know what happened. You'd have to look at the NTSB report. Those I don't know how long it's been either, but it takes about a year to conduct those investigations to get any real answers to find out what happened.
Wow. Good explanation.
Thank
Jesus.
You. Thank you.
That was spot on.
I do my best.
Well, you are the aviator. So.
No, it's my area of expertise, according to the piece of paper.
Well, one of many, actually.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Twigs.
Rob, what is our time on?
We're done. Let's get closing statements.
Okay. All right.
We're done. Who wants to go first? I'm going to go last.
Of course.
So
I will go first. Mm-hmm. We got the debates coming up Thursday. Trump's going to do a Hunter Biden information dump, just like he did on the first debate. Everything the news doesn't want to say, Trump's going to say. Trump's very refreshed. Even though Biden thinks he's going to catch 4 days of sleep here and come out with his A game, it's going to be more of a C game. And you're going up against Trump, the most energetic, most productive, most honest, transparent, by the book president in that history, most likely of the country, besides, who knows? There might not have even been anyone like him. This guy, you will not catch him yawning. He goes all day. He means business. He is Donald Trump. Twigs, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time. Things are just getting heated up.
You ain't kidding. Much love, Victrix. I'll end it the same way I always do. Love God, love people. But we need to be fierce in defending our families and our values, and the things that we think are most important when it comes to America and the American people. So, God bless the United States of America, and I hope that Trump does not engage in this debate if he agrees to have their mics muted. I think it's garbage. Go ahead, Robbie.
I just want to say I'm sick of the masks. That's how I always want to end it. I'm sick of the masks. Sick of them. Why are you people doing this? I mean, look, what are they doing? Where is this emergency? Where is the emergency? I don't know. It's October. Nobody uses any common sense. Everyone is afraid. The way everyone behaves, like they're afraid. How they behave. They behave as though they're afraid of something that is out there that's scary and is everywhere. Yet it's nowhere. I don't know where it is. And people don't snap out of it. They don't see that. When are people just going to snap out of it? When are they just going to snap out of it? Ladies and gentlemen, please obey all taxiway signs and speed limits. Please observe all hold short signs. And listen, you got to slow down before you turn. I don't know what this guy was doing. You got to slow down. That's tricycle landing gear. You got to slow down. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the program. Please tune in next time.